My magic comes from me. Well, yeah.
Oh.
But I have cracked the code of arcane, divine, and nature magic.
Ooh. That's most interesting.
Yes, he is some sort of genericized spellcaster.
But that means I have all three. Doesn't that mean I'm super specialized?
I suppose, from a particular point of view. Don't worry, I'm trying to correct all of that. You'll be a great wizard someday.
No, I just learned those spells so I could enchant siege engines.
Oh, you don't plan on progressing your wizardly studies?
Not really.
Oh, then forever you will be an apprentice.
No, I'm pretty sure the other spells are gonna prove that I'm an arch triple caster thing guy. Venard.
An arch tri-mage.
Yeah, something like that. Trimage. I like that. Trimage.
As in, you have to try very hard. That makes me a bi-mage. I know mind magic as well as regular magic.
Yeah, but you told me you didn't really like necromancy and evocation.
Be quiet.
You don't like evocation?
Of course not. Most fire spells don't work underwater.
Fire spells are very pedestrian. The best spells are force spells.
Precisely. Pedestrian.
So, you can't write the trick I'm willing to provide, and you can't read the trick I'm willing to provide.
Yeah. I guess. Sorry. I have some extracts that you could learn, but I don't think you're an alchemist.
No, not an alchemist. Not quite how I work. So I've got this scroll that you might be interested in.
Someone who has transfer tattoo. It's one of his wizard spells, I just realized. I was probably thinking before he leveled he didn't have it yet. But, yeah, this one creature to another. It's awesome. Tattoo can be transferred to a dead creature in a mana living host. Body has to be dead no longer than 1 hour per caster level. So that curse tattoo, we probably need a gentle repose.
Yep.
Which I think Grimsby has as a spell, right? Yeah, he does. It's one of
It's so I don't get more stinky and my food stays fresh.
Yeah.
Little bit of column A, little bit of column B.
Oh, yeah, I learned that spell, dummy.
What? You were lying to me?
No, I finished penning in my book. I kind of slipped my mind.
Oh, you were lying to your master.
He rolls his eyes, looks at Andrew like, I was confused by all the wizard scrawlings, and I was busy with crafting, and it slipped my mind. I'm sorry, Sebastian. Can't all be as smart as you.
No one is as smart as me.
Is this a normal interaction? Says Alyssa. This is a very strange dynamic.
Oh, Sebastian just recently joined us.
Oh. Is it? There's a doom 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 on Sebastian's fishbowl.
Oh, from
Yes?
From Alyssa.
Yes.
Hello.
Naga?
Fish. Sounds like fun in the background. Back to the point at hand. Mr. Sun Wu. Mr. Wu, I have a scroll that I'm willing to trade.
Okay, someone wants to look at the scroll.
Okay. He has a scroll of... it's a 4th circle spell. The spell is called Emergency Force Sphere.
Weird.
It's immediate action, hemispherical dome of force. That lasts for 1 round per level. Centered on you.
Could you use that to interrupt an attack roll on you?
If they are outside that space, certainly would.
Oh, I see.
Like a tiny creature fighting you from within the sphere
Yeah.
zone wouldn't.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see some practical applications.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
It's oh, it's evocation. You wouldn't be interested, says Jonathan.
Yes, well, doesn't mean I can't learn evocations. I just don't prefer to have them. I know Magicus, of course.
Yeah, well, that's pretty expensive.
4th level scroll is worth like 700 gold.
I'll have to ask Captain if we could buy it from you. Unless you take spell components and alchemical components as trade. Of course, we could use those. Maybe some magic inks. We have this crappy lobster pot that nobody wants to buy.
We're not taking the pot of sacrifice of human sacrifice, says Andre.
Oh, okay, all right. There's the beautiful dagger inlaid with pearls. It might be worth too much.
I have a give me a second. He has a secondary weapon. Can you engrave?
What do you mean?
Well, you are the crafter of your crew, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
I would like some engravings made to one of my weapons.
Oh, I can transfer certain rings around, but I'm not a crafter of the weapons themselves.
He could like retrain his feet. Like.
I don't think we have time for me to learn those new tricks. If you had another scroll, like a 3rd circle scroll, then that would probably be an even trade for this nice shiny dagger.
Tell me what your captain thinks. He put the scroll.
Okay.
It's an interesting spell.
Why don't you just kiss already? Grimsby from the barrel.
It's like an emergency resilience sphere.
It's an emergency resilience sphere. It's a...
Yeah, you get ambushed. People just end up beating the sphere for a bunch of rounds while you're buffing and your friends are coming.
definitely interested in that. We'll have to ask our captain.
And we're going to have to figure out what happens because we haven't adjudicated sealed force effects and teleportation magic. We haven't interacted that yet.
Oh, oh, right.
Like if you're in a resilient sphere, can you teleport out?
Normally, yes, but
Normally, yes. I think we haven't adjudicated that yet
yeah,
because there's technically no line of effect anymore.
right.
But you didn't need line of effect. Now we said you need line of effect. Now, do we really mean line of effect, or do we only mean line of sight? And I think we mean line of effect because we're saying scrying doesn't work. So it's like, or we're creating a new category of word.
It all depends how the gray moon is screwed over magic on this world.
Don't worry, we'll just blow up the fucking moon. It'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
So thinks that thought is awesome. Sebastian's like thinking about the planetary repercussions and
The title. Well, the title.
You're a moron. It's best if you keep your ghoulish mouth shut.
We're just going to take a mountain, hollow it the fuck out, put a God's damn jam ball in there, all the gunpowder we can muster, kaboom!
Oh, I'd like to see that.
I don't know if I would pay to see that, but I would see it if you were doing it. Sounds dangerous.
It is. The calamities that would be visited manyfold upon the world with any sort of destruction or partial destruction of the moon. The tides would be miserable. Every coast would be swamped.
What's the last thing the moon did for you? Nothing. That's what I thought. Dwarves could live their whole life with never seeing the fucking thing.
It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean it doesn't exert forces upon this planet.
I just all the stores gone to shit. Well, actually, gone to shit before the moon came in. Why'd they let the orcs in anyway? Don't tell Molgromere this. Why'd they let the orcs in anyway?
I don't think they let them come in. The orcs came pouring through.
Well, we was here without the thing, and then like Black Dog and Ganzorig and them folks showed up, and they're kind of annoying. Like, I mean, if you ever had to fight Akunians in a field, you just give up the fields. Fine, you get the fields.
I believe that the enmity between Group and Morden goes back to the creation of both of your races. There are dwarves and orcs on many worlds in the multiverse, and whenever they encounter each other, if they are following their creator deity's will, I'm not saying all of them do, but typically they end up on opposing sides of battlefields, battling over resources in space, as humanoids often do. The fact that the orcs came here, it's probably best that the humans were also here to help you fight the orcs.
Yeah, but the humans are what about the orcs here?
Untrue.
We didn't have humans. Humans showed up. Then the orcs showed up.
Yes. And
There you go. Human
who
brought orcs.
I don't believe the humans wanted the orcs here.
Well, yeah, the dog doesn't want lice either, but doesn't mean the dog didn't bring lice in the fucking house.
You're presupposing that the... Does Sebastian know about the Songate?
Give me a knowledge arcane, knowledge planes.
Sebastian. Knowledge planes. Knowledge arcana. 33.
You know that there's a similar to like a more academic version of sort of how Ganzorig understands it, like the Imperials came through a network before.
Yes, the crown of the world, as it's often called by lesser species. It's actually a gate, a portable gate. Yes, your people probably had the gate before they accidentally lost it to humans. And the giants probably had the gate when they accidentally lost it to dwarves, as I believe this was originally a giant world.
Fuck that. This is a dwarf world. Everybody knows it's a dwarf world. Used to be a dwarf world. Will always be a dwarf world.
Says the dwarf in bucket who grew up in
29 knowledge history. Is that true?
Nah, he's this is a very selective version of history that is being reported.
I see. Well, you'll never get a chance to ask your gods now.
That might be true. But I will learn what fish stick tastes like.
It is most unfortunate that he is undead. Many of my mental magics do not work on him anymore. But I still have magics that do.
If you attack the fish, no matter how annoying it is, you will be smoten.
Yep. Fancy britches. Fish is safe.
Oh, yeah, the fish is actually our navigator, so it's probably bad to do that, helmsman.
Yep. Won't gnaw on the fish yet.
I don't like the word yet in that sentence.
Well, I don't know if you're going to turn feral and attack us.
Yes, with my horrible teeth and claws.
Imagine getting gummed to death for all eternity. It'd be horrible. Obviously, you need to defend yourself.
So, the history of the world is that this was once a giant world. I'm not too sure before that, but Anam's children had this world, and then Morden's children showed up and they fought, and then the humans came, and then the orcs came.
Well, if you break a Nom's children's knees, they kind of fall down and they go away.
But in broad strokes, that is the history of Ruakdarak.
Don't tell Lee this, but or Black Dog really. They're a bunch of big babies. Them and Nom people. Big old babies. Oh no, run away and hide. Pretty straightforward. You just make tiny little tunnel. They can't drink it through, and then you smack them in the kneecap, and then they go away. There, Dwarfland.
All I know is that you are all blessed that the Imperium has stepped foot, albeit briefly in the history of this world upon this world. Otherwise, I would not exist.
They got the curly-toed boots they can stick right up their butts.
Sebastian, he's describing fashion like the dwarf is very dwarf-minded. He's describing like 90 or 100 years out of fashion imperial. At one point, like there was a phase during the imperial royalty where they would have like more like the more curly the boot, the more important you were. Instead of fancy hats, it was fancy shoes. There was a period of time where it was fancy cod pieces. The most ridiculous cod piece you could have meant you were more important in the courts.
A bit before my time.
Sebastian's only 30.
Yeah, he's talking about stuff that's like
Yep.
old fads.
Well, is it about time for you to go patrolling?
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can find another fucking stingray down there.
Ooh, yeah, that would be nice.
Don't touch the bottom, you say.
Crispy walks across the bottom.
Let's go check on the boathouse.
And Samu and Sebastian go check on the boathouse. Bring Cinta and Banta there.
Ben, are you okay? You can go to sleep, you know. Or you can.
Banta was awake all night, except for first shift, but I was awake.
Okay.
Do you have trouble sleeping?
No. But I was concerned when this one arrived. Still keep eye on him. Don't trust. Unlikely. Story not adding up.
Well, you guys really did remember on that door.
Wow. Made a door. She falls on her face, trying to go through the door that's been broken through. She doesn't pick her feet up properly.
Yeah, there you go. Oopsie daisy. There you go.
It is mostly Lee. He's very, very strong.
You realize that the Naga are revered in Rickety scripts, and you could be yourself if you want.
But
I'm not supposed to be here.
in information that she here as Naga versus little girl is different, yes.
Are you trying to interrogate her, Banta? What's going on here?
But no, saying it's a different experience from being Naga and from being human.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Remember,
What kind of
wood float unless it's too wet.
What kind of supplies do they have in this place?
I feel like spells being cast and we're looking around. We're having a look.
Yeah.
Hey,
What type of goods are you interested in?
I think we're doing an inventory.
All right. There are
mundanes like anything special. Like you don't need to.
give me 3d10, one on a d10, and they're interesting for the big crates.
5, 5, and 5.
Okay, they are foodstuffs, and then shipbuilding tools. The big crates. There's one medium-sized crate.
D10.
D10.
10.
Okay, that's the opposite of one on a d10. This is a crate full of salt. It's just fucking salt. And then a 2d10 for the other two crates.
3 and 10.
Okay, so the most interesting crate had like shipwrights tools, like a bunch of replacement tool heads and stuff.
Yeah, this one's very useful.
oh, okay.
Given that
Yes.
someone who has recently put a rank in ship building, he does have a +4 any tool, so unless there's anything specific, I don't think we're stealing masterwork tools, but if there are any superior grade tools, they might be lifted.
Okay, yeah, they're not superior. These are masterworks.
Yeah, I need an int item for my frickin' what's it called? Profession sailor. Or a carpentry, actually.
Oh, that's actually an excellent idea, Banta. What I was thinking, because I've dabbled in so many different crafts, is that I got a circlet for each craft.
Oh, that is very smart.
And then when you change your job, you change your tool. And it only takes 24 hours for the thing to kick in. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that is very smart.
And instead of putting all the magic into one item, which is really expensive, take a long time to build, a bunch of small items in our workshop might be pretty good. That's right, you know carpentry. Yeah, I think you and I are going to have to work on some things together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It is very important for ship.
Yeah, wood.
It's always damage. Ship always get damaged. Always require upgrades and fixing thing.
No, you don't have to tell me twice about damaging. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to craft this.
I help you. You tell me I help.
Oh yeah, on the ship stuff, for the magic stuff, I think you can go drink while I'm doing the crafting.
No, I help. I tell you, I help. Trust the man.
No.
Look, you take a bag, you put things inside, a thing on your head, smart thing, put inside. You have one, all in one. Now you're super smart.
Yeah, that's how it works. You got it.
I don't think that's how it works.
I should be wizard. Banta should be wizard.
Mm-hmm. good to have dreams.
What is Banta's int? Is it 10?
10 or something like that.
Because if it's 12, Banta casting Mage Armor and Shield, I think that's probably pretty strong.
You know, if you really wanted to learn magic, you should probably talk to people like Jin and Karen. They could teach you faith magic, because it comes from within. It comes from here and not here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But it is the same body, yes?
Yes.
So what is the difference?
Karen is a divine caster, isn't he? The gods are morons.
There's a bit of a so Celissa, whose background, she doesn't actually worship the gods. She has no problem with this sort of blasphemy being stated.
Most of them are, yes. You take it from you should learn from your culture, your family, your ancestors.
Well, my guy's not a moron. It's just temporarily he got distracted and trapped.
Hmm.
The gods are filled with hubris, and that hubris will lead to their end. Or so we're told.
I don't know about that, but sure. Say so.
Don't rely on them. They may help you, they may not help you. On the whim. Huh?
Okay, so food, crafting materials, and stuff to build ships. All right.
And lots of salt.
Yeah. Nothing too, I guess the salt's important. And the food stuffs are important.
But what are the supplies are supposed to be getting?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What if the other boat finds supplies useful? Perhaps they find a box here very useful that is partially filled with gunpowder. And you have like thing trap. So when they get to part of it, they open
Timed bomb?
and they read it, and then magic goes boom.
I don't know if we have enough gunpowder for that, but that's pretty funny. The problem with that is the same problem as the fireball. Karen will get really angry if we blow up the slaves. I don't want to do that either. But
We need to rescue slaves. I think it's very important.
But sneaking a
Son was like excited at this idea.
we're gonna file that one under the time.
Well, they took it themselves. What do you want me to do?
A boombox? Yeah, a boombox. Yeah.
Son was just giggling about it. It's early in the morning. He's giggling.
Nope.
But
The sun's starting to come up. It's the party is about
think
to.
of a way to save slaves. I want to save slaves.
Well, if they keep on escaping, eventually those pirates are going to come and try to seize them back. Maybe, I don't know. They're a bunch of assholes.
Those two we fought very strong, hard to hit, and they do a lot of damage. The bleeding was very quick.
Black Dog and Rose look upset that you killed them before they even got there. Couldn't have been that hard of a fight.
No, but there was only 2. You see, if there was 10, we would die.
Yeah, okay.
So he is only a small number, but if he even number as us, it would be very, very hard. So I think we need find an advantage, or we will be, how you say, too drunk to function, and we'll die.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You are smart. He taps his forehead. You're smart, yes.
Right.
Come up with something useful, huh?
What do you mean? I have to come up with something useful. I'm crafting stuff for you guys. Oh, your robes are next. After I finish Jin's circlet, your robes are next.
Please. They're very helpful for Banta.
By the time
You're saying he doesn't wear a shirt because he doesn't have a shirt?
No, I'm crafting some magic ropes for him.
Oh.
They're monk ropes that help him be more monkish.
Yes.
Like his
Yes.
kapows are more kapowy.
And yes, they're tight in specific place. Help you
Yes.
dance properly.
His
Yes.
blocking, not blocky.
Padding.
Abjuration and evocation, but yeah.
No, very helpful. Banta really appreciate. Yes.
Teeth are sharp.
It's actually transmutation, but I was just testing you guys there.
A dumb test.
Teeth are sharp, and fingers aren't. Why do you punch, not bite?
Sorry, you say why punch, not a bite?
Yes.
Bite is option, but my punch much stronger.
You can also reach further with your hands.
He says he points to a board somewhere. Look, crack.
The sun will fix that in the morning.
Oh, shit.
If it's just
So,
a hole in a box of salt, he doesn't care.
So I cannot do that with my bite.
That is the ship's tools. That's the one that you're all inspecting in detail. So it's the
Okay.
crate full of shipwrights tools.
All right, I think we're going to leave after the inventory.
We'll take that one.
We've taken inventory. Yeah, there's nothing of particularly special. That might be why there's not a lot of Rickety's men guarding this space. They're all guarding the boat. Your boat.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll check on Grimsby and then the others.
Don't mind me. Didn't find nothing. I mean, I might have ate a fish. But you don't need to worry about that. Didn't taste shiny enough. I bet a shinier fish would taste better.
Yep.
Nice glittery fish. Okay. Morning comes. That last shift ends. Morning prayers are had. What is your plan for this day?
Re-prepare our spells.
Okay. Any spells that were cast during that night are cast for this day?
Yeah, which means 2 of Sun Wu's.
It's 2 Sun Wu's, 1 of Grimsby's.
Sebastian didn't cast any in the battle. Rose did not. It's not a caster. Yeah, it was the two. It was the 2 rope tricks that I'll keep.
Yep.
All right, Sun Wu is going to prepare a transfer tattoo as one of his wizard spells.
Wizard.
And then in the morning, he will let Molgromere know that he can transfer the tattoo off of that guy's navel, but we need to move it on to something. Now, it says it can be moved from dead creatures to living. Can it be moved from dead to dead?
Interesting. Let me read transfer tattoo real quick, because it's like
The rule about dead here that I'm distilling is that the dead creature cannot be dead for more than 1 hour per caster level.
I think if both creatures are dead for that period of time, I think it should be okay. I think both would have to follow that condition.
Is the stingray tail big enough to hold the tattoo?
Not after Grimsby ate it.
Okay, right after I fucking chewed every bit of.
After you chewed all the flesh part off,
Yeah.
and he was using the spike as a toothpick. it is a fort save.
Yeah,
So,
there's a chance
yeah.
the spell doesn't work, but
Yeah.
he'll let Molgromere know that this is now an option.
All right. What would you want to have the? Who wants a tattoo?
There's no guarantee that it works, and then you'd have this devil contract guy spying on you. But if we got a really big fish, we could put the tattoo on the fish and let the fish go and swim away.
We could put it on the fish. We could put it on one of these other jamooks.
We could just hire someone to have a new fancy magic tattoo that he can't see after a while, and yeah,
Hey, we could also volunteer someone.
yep. I mean, it's kind of mean to have some powerful caster come visit you one day. Like, I'm not volunteering for that. No way. Like that.
Yeah, they can be paid. So Molgromere is okay with where is Molgromere? Molgromere from the Molg Quest. Where'd you go? No, he's right there. Okay, perfect. As the DM, I'm not going to make the decision for you.
Okay, Molgromere is going to go hire some commoner in town
Okay.
to receive a tickly glowy spell.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check.
Yep.
Come on. Who doesn't want the shiny silver piece?
Right. To help our wizard practice one of his tricks. 24.
Okay. The person demands 2 gold coins.
Jeez, I will subtract it directly off Molgromere's sheet. Yeah, he carries 65 gold. It's now 63 gold. Done. All right. Then we grab this dude. What's his name? Stephan the smuggler. And dude.
Okay. All right. 2 of you need to hold hands. You're going to see some glowing, and then it's going to get kind of tickly or prickly a little bit. It's not going to hurt that much, but...
You know what you're doing, right?
Oh, yeah, I know what I'm doing. For sure.
I was told you were practicing. You've done this before, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Many times. Many times.
Has he done this before?
No. This is the first time he's casted the spell. So the tattoo gets a fort save. So there's a DC to this that the magic item.
The magic item gets. Yeah.
So Sun Wu's fort save, he will drink his mutagen, because might as well.
Fuck your spell.
His cognitogen, I mean. And the DC of a spill from Sun Wu would be 20.
Okay, that the spell is not 18th caster level.
Ooh. There we go. Moving it around here. We'll deposit it right back in. Did that take over there? Your belly button?
It's in the belly button area, or you?
Yeah, we'll put it all in the belly button.
Okay. Yeah, nobody can see it. So how long is this going to stay there?
It should be disappearing any moment now. See, it worked. It worked. Thank you.
He's shaking the guy's hand.
Thank you very much.
Right, so this makes me one of your crew, right?
Oh, no. This is, he gave you can drink at the bar. You got 2 shiny gold coins now. And the knowledge that you helped a wizard practice his spells. I'm an apprentice.
Give me a diplomacy or an intimidate for Sunwoo.
10.
10. Okay.
Yep. Okay. See you later. Bye.
kind of like he's hanging around.
You know.
He's kind of.
Welcome here. This guy thinks he's part of our crew now. Can you fucking tell him to get lost? I don't want to be near that guy.
Either Daedalus or Black Dog is going to get down here, and I'm going to ask them to get you to fuck off, sir. And if you're not fucked off, you'll be fucked off then. So, for mostly your sake, because I really don't give a fuck at this point, fuck off. All right, we're gonna just check.
He's one of the guys who was trying to like beg to be on our crew, kind of thing. Yeah.
Hey, you need me 2 gold? Yeah, of course. I'll be part of the crew. 2 gold coins, just like the other guys, right?
Yeah. So Sunwoo says to Stephan,
You're welcome.
It only tickled a little bit.
Oh, I wasn't actually sure how I was going to feel. It's the first time I ever cast the spell. But you won't have a wizard, an archwizard, or whatever spying on you. No, at least not with the help of that tattoo.
31? Okay, yeah. I'm going to call this Commoner Joe. And he has the tattoo. I'm just going to make a note that Commoner Joe with the squibs has the tattoo now.
I don't know. This monkey guy made my belly button glow.
He made my belly button itch. Oh, you seem really grumpy about something.
So yeah. Go right along, do whatever you're doing. I really don't care.
Yeah, thank you for the help.
Mm-hmm. You sure you sure you want to be a pirate? You know, you could. Molgromere gave everyone a choice. You know, like you could just go and be free.
He's looking around. I don't think there's not a lot of ways out of the squibs.
No, this place is a dump. It's a special scrap heap, though. I've been able to find all sorts of weird little components and things. But yeah, it's not a real city. I get what you're saying.
We might reassess if once we get to a real dock. Speaking of docks, where's your Jin Shur is what they called him?
I don't know if that's going to be an option. You do realize the captain's going to make me give everyone a tattoo.
Get one, you lose one.
Okay.
Where's your... Which one's Jin Shur?
The big snake guy? He's an Agaji? I'll introduce you.
Snakes don't even have ears.
Yeah.
This is Ganzorig. Ganzorig, this is Stephan.
Oh, you're the one that freed himself. Yeah, we'll have a beer later. You'd be like warrior clasps. Good show. Katie let you slip your bonds when you danced through Istitia's beard to get here.
Certainly did. Although I wish Rickety would blow in this hole again. He kind of tapped the side of his head.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look too good. Jin's up there.
Yeah, I'm on my way to bring him there.
Oh, this is Krimler. Krimler, give a sniff to Stephan the Courageous.
Oh, Stephan's got all sorts of smells on him. Give me a perception check for Krimler.
That would be 16, I think.
16? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of... Yep, the smell of the sea, smell of men, but yeah, Krimler knows his smell.
Samu, we're going to go across the water in a bit to go check out the tracks that Krimler found. She sniffed something over there. I want to have a look.
Oh, okay. You realize that the barrel can be used by anyone. The command word is this and that.
No way. The flying barrel? I could use the flying barrel?
Yeah, it's kind of gross inside, but...
Okay. Where's that Grimsby at?
I'm pissing in here.
Hey, get out.
Just
He's got an arrow and he's like he's hitting inside of him. Like,
uh,
I want to use the barrel.
no habla inglés for the
He's not
equivalent.
sticking the arrow into the hole. Hey, I could do this all day.
It's okay that. So, what do you need, friend?
Oh, I know, he's ugly. Sunwoo told me the command word for the barrel. Apparently, anyone could use it, not just ghouls. I didn't know that.
Are you sure? I'm pretty certain you turn into a ghoul if you use it.
Oh, okay. He looks back to Sunwoo. I'm pretty sure he would have told me that. Although he looks in the barrel. Dude, is that piss or shit or what is that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Fucking stink. Stink.
You mix it with a little bit of pickle brine.
Okay. Maybe I just. Oh, maybe. Grimlear wants to show us where she smelled something yesterday. There was something maybe standing on the opposite bank. I wanted to have a go look.
How much does Ganzorig weigh?
Ganzorig is 175 pounds plus gear.
Oh, I think we're two chunky boys. We're 10 pounds over the weight if we're naked. Well, if we strip down real light, maybe it'll work.
No.
Like all the way
Could I
down.
use the barrel to get across and you have a swim and then we meet on the other side?
All right.
Okay. Anyone else? Want to bring anyone else with us? Banta's a good swimmer. Let's get him to come.
Let's get Banta. Hey, Banta, get your ass over here. Hey, Banta, watch this. He's now Grimsby is watching intently as Ganzorig is supposed to get in the barrel.
Okay. Ganzorig has pushed the barrel into the water and is cleaning it.
Ah, you coward!
Fucking ghouls. Cut myself on somebody in there, turn into a ghoul.
I
The
just shit would fix
H
you.
charisma ranger not want ghoul.
Not one D4 charisma damage per day. Yeah.
No. Or just doesn't want to turn into the shittiest ghoul with. Like,
My life would suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Oh, Katie, bless this flight.
Yeah, I pissed in there. I think it was piss. It just came kind of oozing out. I assume it was piss. I mean, anyways, it's still piss.
Surprise. Oh, Katie. Oh, you give me your good butterflies in my stomach.
Does Ganzorig have ranks in fly?
He does have a rank in fly. So with his dex, it's a cross class for him because rangers and inquisitors apparently don't get it. But he has a +6, so with the magic of 10th level is +5,
+10?
+11.
Plus 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Gitano is...
Which means he can navigate it pretty good.
Gitano is dumped off of Andre's lap. She's actually going to go flying across.
Oh. That's right. Okay.
Which I think Gitano is going to go hop in your barrel.
Oh, there we go. He picks him up and puts him. He sticks him in his backpack. He's like, oh, right up in there. Okay, we'll meet you on the other side there, Schwimmies.
We should make a new name called the Ghoulies. Okay, you swim across.
That's a stupid fucking name.
As you fly across, there is some motion on that ship. You fly across into this other block of land. I'm just going to move some tokens. Because this is my...
Banta is a swim of...
I think Molgromere is waiting for Rickety at the shed where all the bodies are because he wants to be nearby when the questioning happens.
Okay.
You know what? Sebastian's coming with him as well because his little fucking tripod swims.
My speed is okay. Well, you can move half your speed as a move action, or full speed as a 4-round action. Now is that my speed as a? It's my monk speed, not my. Sorry, my regular speed, not my
It's your
monk.
baseline speed. Yeah.
It's baseline speed. Okay. Okay, my
Jonathan is there. Let me just double check.
Yeah, we've got Stephan meeting Jin. We've got this crew that's decided they're going to go on a morning excursion. And then this group that's waiting for the questioning.
I've prepared, Jonathan, I've prepared blood biographies, although if you wish to speak with Dead, my compatriot would need to do that, although she is currently taking flight. Well, it is morning, and there's still a big fucking hole in my boathouse. He's poking his head in there real quick.
Zelissa, can you go summon Sun Wu for me? Says Molgromere.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll go as fast as I can. She's
There's a slight curl of a smile on Molgromere's face.
natural 20.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm running.
oh boy.
Silver pieces, she face plants.
Okay, she's going to get Sun Wu. She's going to try to run back. She face plants.
Here we go. Lee's showing off the silver coin to, I don't know, whoever's nearby. Karen.
There we go. So that's Alyssa. I got him. Alyssa has a scrape knee.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was late night last night. I'll go fix the door.
Everything over here.
Is it fixable within one make hole?
You did make an enormous hole, and I believe make hole. So you've made a hole that is 4 inches by 5 feet by 3 feet. So here, let's you look at make hole. I'll do this. It's
60 square inches.
3 times 5 times or divide by 3. So you have a 5 cubic foot hole.
Yeah, it's 10 cubic feet per level, so 60 cubic feet.
Okay, yeah, you can make it whole.
Okay, I've ticked off the second level spell.
If the door was a little bit thicker, you wouldn't have been able to, but it was, just.
There you go.
All right. Redo drawn. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. It's a
Someone smiles politely, but it's more of like a pursed lip smile. He doesn't like that Rickety laughs at everything.
He's laughed at everything. He's laughed at people dying. He's laughed at ships sinking.
Yeah.
He's laughed at you're being threatened. You threaten his life, he laughs. You tell him that there's people coming to destroy his town, he laughs and goes, "That's not good."
But he's being polite to him because he's obviously a good crafter, and a lot of the things that we're getting are coming from him. So.
Oh, that's a lot better. That way things don't get out. All right. Has everybody had their morning ablutions? Grant puts up his head. Yep. And we're settled with the excitement from last night, I'm assuming. Looking at Molgromere.
Molgromere nods.
Okay. Rockgut is flapping over. He is staying in a elevated position because you guys are kind of psychos. He doesn't actually realize that he's right beside the rope trick.
Hita's like cocking his head, taking aim at Rockgut, just like.
The captain of the Ebon Chain requests to have a person present for this discussion as well as the casting of the spells. They also require that there be no violence taken against this person upon this sacred and hallowed neutral land. Well, I'm not going to hurt him. It's not a problem by me. Captain Molgromere of the crew of Dreadpride Harrigan. Are you going to take violence against a member of the Ebon Chain if they take foot upon this land to witness the casting of spells?
Any of their violence or tricks will be delivered upon them tenfold.
All right. I'm assuming you speak for your entire crew. And that guy right there, he's pointing at Daedalus. He's a member of your crew, right?
Who's that?
He's pointing at Daedalus.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, we'll get this sorted for shortly. I will relay the message. Starts flapping away. You fucking pricks.
The bird calls us pricks?
Yeah, the bird calls you pricks.
Lee's like, okay, now he's out of range. You're in range. No, he's not in range.
All right.
5 range increments for throwing weapon, right?
Yeah, it's 5 range increments typically. Okay, so let's see.
40 with javelin, so it's 200 feet away.
Whom from the ship is going to be present for this?
These guys are still meandering across.
Yeah, they're meandering across. They see Rockgut coming over.
Didn't meet Stephan yet, or?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, back there. Yeah, Jin is looking for Stephan. Stephan is basically he's deaf in one ear currently. They weren't clean with their.
Is it a heal check to help?
You could do it with a heal check, or you could do it with a remove blindness deafness. They didn't intentionally permanently make him deaf. They unintentionally injured it. It's not knife through ear hole. It's just incidental.
Yeah, I don't know if he has that spell. Give me a second. We might have to get Karen to prepare it.
Oh, you mean the guy with the ear thing has a problem with his hearing?
Oh no, he does have it. It's a third circle. So, do I not cast Flyer? Or do I not cast Stinking Cloud today?
Excuse me.
I think we'll dump the Stinking Cloud. Okay. If he catches me before he finishes his prayers, he can cast the spell today. If not, then he has to wait till tomorrow.
Okay. Sorry, what was the question?
Did Stephan catch Jin before he finished his morning prayers? Or?
Yeah. There's a. I'm going to roll a D3. 1, he's well before. 2, it's during, and 3 is after. It's after. It'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow. But he does have the spell.
Okay.
After they have their chat, he's on his way out of the rope trick and is keeping watch, I guess.
All right. Okay, Rock Gut returned with a halfling.
How did the halfling get here?
The halfling flies.
Okay.
And well, the halfling, the halfling rides would be a better way to put it. So there we go. Like this.
All right, we see that flying over. I think there's a bunch of us that are moving to back up.
And they're landing on the far side from the party. There's the very large ogre with the interesting head toque has this hin on his shoulders. Neither of them say anything out loud.
Where are the bodies?
The
They're here. I don't know if we're going there or if they were kept somewhere else. Or
you originally said you all brought them here. They're not necessarily like that. Right, the moot appears to be happening here.
Okay, we would actually be standing around our rope trick, so our rope that goes up in the rope trick. So I don't know if they want to reposition where they're standing. I don't think we're going to let Sun Wu accidentally get murdered.
Okay, so Rickety was standing in front of his door.
Okay.
Your party's all right here.
Yep.
Okay. So then they would be landing, and they see that you've got party members here, and like they flew across, like you saw them fly across. Additionally, these guys did see the big dude flying across. Like it's a clear day. Actually, let's just double check it was a clear day. Yeah, it's a mild winds. Like but a relatively clear day. Okay, she needs to be close enough. Right. Okay. She lands. Well, he lands. She's riding atop. This is a very powerful looking twisted ogre. Bigger than Hida, and would be knowledge checks to try to figure out what he actually is. The woman nods. There's
Molgromere is probably going to make a knowledge check. Nature or something else?
I need a nature and I need a planes.
Nature 22 and planes is 32.
Okay. 22. 22. You know that this is a twisted ogre. That is like the base creature was an ogre. He's been pulled apart and reformed into something. What was the planes?
32.
32. Since you know that you've been dealing with Kytonese or chain devils, you suspect he's been infused with you basically aspects of a titan of their kind. It would make creatures much larger. They can and then are masters of like cold magics, and extremely difficult to kill.
So, like, infused with a greater chain devil?
It'd be like infused with a greater chain devil, would be the right way to describe it. You don't think it's a full infusion, and you suspect that at least part of this has resulted in, like, you can't see under the hood, but you know that some of the greater chain devils, like, they no longer have faces that are fully recognizable. Like, there's massive deformation.
And that weird power where you see your loved ones or whatever that we saw on the chain.
Right. That would be that. Like, that's a common thing where their faces take any sort of shape.
We were told that one person would be coming over. I count 2 heads, although one seems to be somewhat obscured.
She says this is her ride.
So it's dumb as a horse. Understood.
She agrees.
Molgromere is going to make a profession comedy check to try to, like,
lighten the mood, or
make fun of Bagramok's stupidity. Oh, and that one. It falls.
Yeah, it falls flat.
Big dum-dum horse.
You big dum-dum horse guy. She says it is that you are correct.
And we get no reaction from it. It doesn't care.
It is the cloak is looking at you with the cloak. Like, it's a with zoom in.
Yeah.
I would say there's malevolence in that cloak, but it's a cloak. He does have, like, things that let you know that he's definitely not an ogre is he does have, like, these spikes coming out of his skin all around. And you suspect that it's he would be in great pain to exist in the shape that he is in, but he is not reacting to it. Like, he's got obvious things coming out of his skin. And he is relatively cold. Like, it is like, even at this distance, at this distance, Molgromere, you can feel that, like, there's air conditioning over here.
Weird.
Daedalus is whispering to Molgromere, if you wish, she doesn't have a tongue. If you wish to speak to her directly, you must be slightly closer.
Well, she can still hear me. Hello, Neva, the one who spoke.
When you step closer?
Yeah. He says, hello, Neva, the one who spoke too much. I hear cat's got your tongue.
Interesting. You are very brave, Captain Molgromere of the dread pirate Harrigan. I didn't see any of his ships in the harbor. Very interesting indeed. It's just the voice in your head.
Molgromere. She's speaking in my head. Just letting everyone know. She's not being rude. Not yet, anyways.
So, I think for this to be a fair arbitration, because the Ebon Chain did not send a representative who could speak, he's nodding to both, like, giving sort of a curt bow to both of them. I would suggest, for everyone's sake, that all formal communications be done through me. For if they do not come through me, and things become distasteful, then I will call upon the horrible things that dwell beneath the sea to snatch your ships from you, and you will all fucking die. Is that agreeable, Captain Molgromere?
This, I have no qualms with this Tishia's.
Captain Molgromere agrees.
Oh no, it's gonna take forever. This is like Shogun, the 8-hour miniseries from a long time ago. They did the whole fucking translation back and forth. And back
We're
and
just
forth.
establishing how this is going to work.
Mhm.
As a representative of the Ebon Chain, never agrees. Okay, now, effectively, he's repeating everything that either of you are saying, and what has been stated is if anybody is telepathing anything around, you're supposed to say it out loud. Like, that was the rules for the discussion.
Okay. Molgromere does say, "Are you still there?"
Shh, it's against the rules.
Mm-hmm. Like he says in his head. Like,
He says, you hear a whisper back, shh, it's against the rules.
he says, "Good." Like as in, it's always good to leave a back door open just in case.
In case we want to circumvent rules. All right. So, there are multiple claims of violence happening upon this sacred land. This land of mutual trade and agreement. This land controlled by the powerful Naga and their monsters from below. So, I've got a bunch of dead guys. Why do I have a bunch of dead guys on my fucking town? Please explain. he's now motioning to. We'll flip a coin. We'll do a D2 to figure out who gets to explain first. I mean, you've spoken to him more, but
Have these guys when they flew over? Did they see what state of their little exploration that morning was happening? Because we actually need the lady to cast spells, right? The Andri.
Andri. They originally mentioned Andri to cast spells to do like speak with dead.
Yeah.
Jonathan did say he can cast blood biography.
Okay, great. So, at what point in our fly swim did they come over? Like, are we done, or we?
So you were on the way. Let's go for let's roll a percentile. The higher the percentage is how complete you are. So 1d100.
20.
Okay, so you're about there, and you're about to go. Basically,
Okay.
you are.
When
you
we
just,
saw
you
them
got
go
across
over,
fly.
we've got a lot of meat on that side. I think we're gonna complete our investigation.
Okay,
Especially if they got someone over here that's ready to fuck us over, then we want to intercede.
Okay. So you're over there. Give me a so while this conversation is happening, give me a perception and survival check for that group.
There's lots of us. You can use the perception tool, and then the survival for track.
And realistically, it's I need one for tracking by sight and one for tracking by smell.
Okay. The smell is 28.
Okay.
You want tracking?
And then 34 unassisted. So I think Banta, you're pretty good at tracking if you want to aid.
Give me a sec. I have a +8 survival.
Yeah, give me a roll. I think Grimsby also has some survival. No, he doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe I need my barrel to know how to survive.
Well, I don't aid you, sir, because I rolled a 1.
Okay, Banta's got a hangover, and
It's because he didn't sleep. He took 2 of the 3 shifts. All right, so this is
28 by scent, 34 by.
okay. So the DC was 24 for the scent.
Okay.
DC increases by 2 for each hour for a scent trail. You pick it up. Okay, you do pick up the trail as you're searching along this side. You
And
do.
did something come and stand here and then make its way back, or
What was the normal survival?
34?
34. You didn't see anything. You didn't find any tracks from last night.
Okay.
But what you do find today is several. Give me a second. Where are they? Right there. So you are happening across through spells and trickery, effectively. A group of Kytonese pirates that are basically camp. Like you ended up sort of flying past them originally, and then you ended up coming here, and you go, "Oh, look, they have a small boat stooshed here," and you find the trail. And
Oh, I think we're taking them out. I think while negotiations are going on, we're not in the town. Ahmed, are we doing this?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. I don't know how far we're into the negotiations.
so we'd be going. We need 2 more minutes of negotiations before violence starts.
Okay, all right.
All right, so we're at the coin toss. The coin toss for negotiations. I'm going to roll a D2, or I'm going to roll a D20. Well, you roll a D20 for Molgromere.
5.
Okay. The order that this will go is it's like evidence, and then closing statements. So it's who presents evidence first, and then who gets to close. So they want you to present your evidence first. Molgromere, please tell us the story of why I've got fucking dead people in my fucking town on this blessed peninsula.
It's not my story to tell. It is the once slaves of their ship that uprose against their masters. I simply provided them with gainful employment upon their freedom that they declared themselves. So again, not my story to tell. If the slavers need someone to blame, they can blame the town of Rickety Squibs where the incident happened.
Rickety gives you a sour look.
So you may present your evidence, Rickety, as to why slaves were, or I don't know actually which rules apply here. Generally, it is bad business when slavers lose their slaves. Don't worry. We'll tell every single slaver we come across of how poorly you manage your ship. Assuming you continue to blame us for your losses.
Rickety again giggles at an inappropriate time. All right, I suppose you are correct, Molgromere, and never protests. We should please summon the members of your crew who were previously slaves of the Ebon Chain, so they can provide evidence.
The bodies themselves are evidence enough.
Well, are you telling the story as their captain, or are they telling the story for themselves?
I suppose as captain, I have to defend my own crew. But note that these things happened before I became their captain. So I think the bodies themselves will be sufficient evidence.
Never claims that she wishes to speak to the crew, the crewmates themselves for the story. As
No.
their captain, do you accept this?
No. I will not have you interrogate my crew. If you have something to say to me about my crew and levy accusations that are wild and inaccurate, then so be it.
You may proceed in telling the story. The series of events.
There were 2 attacks upon my crew during the chaos of that evening. Your crew member, the voice, attacked Banta while he was on his drunken ramble, and I do believe yelled that this would be a good one to join our crew. So first claim against their crew is they're trying to press gang my own crew members. Second,
It never claims that is just typical Banta.
the blood on my crew member's head and wounds that he received would suggest otherwise. Second, independent of this, while playing with the parrot Rotgut,
I fucking bullshit on that! Rotgut is yelling.
Did you
Rotgut objects.
Did you receive any wounds from the griffin, who is a much better flyer than you are?
That is an uncontrolled and horrible beast of the skies!
Did you
Could
receive
be
any
put
wounds
down.
on that night, aside from perhaps being a bit agitated?
Not from the griffin.
No. In fact, I think you had feathers removed when you were delivering your diplomacy aboard the Ebon Chain, was it not?
I'm not the one on trial here.
No, but
This moot is...
the temperament of the Ebon Chain is relevant here, Rickety.
Yeah, fuck those guys, says Corinne in the back.
You just
He's flipping the bird off to the ogre. You fuck you, bud.
answer the question. For whatever reason, it appears that they are violent against avians. Avians are part of our crew and property, and they fired their siege engine in the direction of the town, and were lucky to have hit our own griffin, lest they hit some random bystander inside the town itself. Is it normal to unleash your most powerful siege weapon into the harbor of the place where you're doing trade? No, it is not. This was even before that they received word that their slaves had acted in revolt against their masters.
Never apologizes for the incidental injury of your griffin during standard practice of testing their equipment.
Standard practice to fire your siege weapons at the port. That is bullshit.
Apparently it was some sort of accident, so it is claimed.
Again, another thing that we'll talk about, the complete lack of discipline upon a devilish ship. You must be castaway devils. Shame on you. And we will accept an apology from your captain.
Give me a charisma check for the Castaway Devils. Shame on you.
Yes. Just
that
charisma?
one. That actually it's just charisma.
Okay. Molgromere, by the way, is also the.
He's giving himself the spritz.
He used the spritz. Where are? I think Grimsby has one of the. Sorry. Yeah, I'll check it out. He spritzed himself with that. So it's diplomacy and perform, but which means he actually got a 21 for the joke, but that it still was a nat 1. But Molgromere's charisma check is +6. 10.
10. Okay, so you're not. It is. Yeah, they're not a fan, but they're not. It's not caused them to crack.
So this incident happened in parallel to their lack of control over their property. In this case, they're slaves who became free men who now are valuable members of our crew. Then, I was not there to witness, but the crew rose up in anger against their captors and killed them upon the docks. And the blood biographies will attest to them dying at the hands of their former slaves.
I saw it, at least parts of it. I can cast the spell. I've had nothing to do with them. Says Jonathan to the side. Okay, he starts casting blood biographies, and initiative gets rolled as the gankening is happening on the other shore.
Yeah, boy.
Is that shore technically part of the squibs? Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know. Don't care.
Violence and belligerence will get you pretty far.
How many rounds of prepping do we have?
Who is your least stealthy dude on this crew?
The Griffin? I know, I also created a stealth sheet for us, so.
Oh. Andre is she the stealthy kind of angle, or is she the like fly up into your face and punch your skull in?
The walking tripod might be the least stealthy thing. Like, yeah. What the fuck's that noise? Yeah, it's an object, so I don't even think it has a. It has a +1.
All right. The
so +5.
okay, so the it is between the woman with the big white wings and the walker. Okay, so you end up with 2 rounds before like just your noise causes them to react. Like they realize that you've been. They thought that like they did see you like just try to fly across because you just straight flew across. But you ended up looping around and sneaking up on them because you came across this way, and they're all trying.
Ganzorig knows enough that tieflings are natural outsiders, right? Like somebody has told him what kind of creatures tieflings are, maybe.
Yeah.
He does have 1 rank in knowledge planes and monster lore.
Okay, then yeah, for sure. Yep.
All right. Yeah. He's got just enough ranks in a couple of things so that he could like use his bane. So
Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah. All right.
This is the whole. So you don't have to continuously go tell me what it is, so I could do my other half of my damage.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 rounds of prep. I think Ganzorig cast a couple of spells.
All right, everybody, let's do this kind of quiet like.
Okay.
Hey, fuck you. You made me get out my barrel.
So, do we have our mutagens running or what?
You have 2 rounds of prep.
Mutation. And then mage.
Ganzorig's got See and Viz and Weapon of Oh Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, running.
Can anyone give me a shield?
A what?
Shield?
No, it's a personal spell.
Son of a badge.
But I think Kano does have mage armor.
Sure, I'll take that instead of using my tattoo.
Okay. So he had mage armor on himself before he went across the way. He will cast mage armor on you and probably a haste on the party.
Nice.
Okay. Andre emits an aura of protection.
Cool.
She considers you all allies. You are resistance 10 to all elements.
Okay. Sebastian is going to cast mirror image on himself.